Hello everybody, welcome to the BNR show. Embark with us as we travel across the pond to the motherland. Join us as we tell you the news. Join us as we embark on our greatest journey. Welcome to the BNR show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Big Daddy B, yours truly, and my co-host, Big Hoss.
Yeehaw! Big Hoss here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's story is going to be a little bit different from all the rest of them.
We are disembarking from our local politics.
Yes.
To travel across the great pond to the motherland where a lot of things are happening.
Or supposedly.
Or misinformation.
Or misinformation, yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand here with this story, we cannot confirm that all this is actually true information. But what we can do is report on it to the best of our ability and make sure this is heard.
And if there are any listeners in Washington, D.C. or around the Washington, D.C. area that can answer this question for us, please feel free to email us. And what we're wanting to find out, the phone number for the Huffington Post.
You can email us at the BNR Show at yahoo.com. That's the BNR Show at yahoo.com. That's all lowercase letters. Now, the Queen has supposedly disbanded the monarchy.
This was back in 2015 as the Huffington Post reported it.
Yes. Now, just so we're clear, this article is from the Huffington Post. I'm going to read you a little bit and see what you guys get out of this. Her Majesty, the Queen of the United Kingdom, has disbanded the monarchy. Speaking before the House of Lords, Elizabeth Windsor outlined her intention to abdicate the throne before aiding the transition from Britain's head of state to a democratically elected presidency. Now, what they're saying here, ladies and gentlemen, is they're turning their form of government from a monarchy into a democracy, which is electing presidents. So, I mean, there's really not much difference from the monarchy now
and us.
They have a prime minister, which
the prime minister in their form is their president.
Right. So let's go ahead and get on with this article. It is with absolutely no reluctance that I discharge my last duty as queen. she said, and relinquish the authority and superiority from the House of Windsor over to the people of the Commonwealth, and that means you lot must go to Prime Minister. David Cameron was seen looking into Leader of the House of Commons William Hague's cavalry bonnet forehead. Cavalry bonnet forehead, muttering incoherently to himself, "I will be the British George Washington," before being asked by Eric Joyce to step outside. So, this is from the Huffington Post. No other news source has revealed this, saying that the Queen has disbanded the monarchy.
And if anybody has watched the nightly news tonight, the Obama and Mrs. Obama are supposedly having dinner with the royal family, which means,
it is not.
In other words, the royal family has not disbanded yet.
So, now get this. The Buckingham Palace, since she has supposedly disbanded the monarchy, the Buckingham Palace will be converted into the world's largest homeless shelter. And various estates will turn into rent-free accommodations for Britain's most disadvantaged students. However they came up with this story is beyond me. Now, this story date is from January 27th, 2015. And it was last updated on March 26th of 2015.
And some of the estates they own, the royal family actually owns. They would not go away. The government does not pay for all of their estates.
Now, get this. She'll have a pension, supposedly, of £113 per week. This is what the Queen will supposedly live on. Can't even do that in America. How are you supposed to do it over there?
But somebody told her, and what was the woman's name, that told her she could live on £53 a week and live good.
I mean, you can't even do that here in America.
Here it is. Duncan Smith has assured me that I can live on $53 per week, so one will be loaded. I don't think so.
That's not happening, ladies and gentlemen. That's not happening. So, when you take a look at all this information...
Her clothes alone have got to cost more than $53 a week.
Yes. So, you look at everything here, and like we said, we cannot confirm that this story is entirely accurate at this time. But we will report on it as the story develops. So,
and we all enjoy talking about the royal family.
yes.
They was also saying that she is the longest running queen or head of England ever. And she is planning, as she turns 90 this month, she is planning on stepping down in early spring or summer, or late spring or early summer. And there has been reports that she is skipping her own son, Prince Charles, and asking Prince William and Kate to be the new King and Queen of England. But there are other reports that are saying that are not correct, that she will be passing it on to Prince Charles.
Now, get this.
Princess Camilla Bowles.
Now, get this. I want to read you this. The money which would otherwise have lost continuing a generation of tax avoidance will be given to victims of many human rights abusers that have wined and dined at the Queen's invitation, most notably Zimbabwean dictator Robert Mugabe. Mugabe, sorry. So they're pretty much here saying their money doesn't matter because they've been avoiding taxes. Really? This people.
They're also reporting that now their net worth is only 1.3 million pounds is all she has left. Now, let's get for real.
Yes. Huffington Post. I would like you, if anyone is listening that has any connections with the Huffington Post or knows anyone with the Huffington Post, I would like the Huffington Post to email the BNR show why this story was actually published. Because this is false reporting.
How could you be so stupid and be a reputable newspaper?
The Huffington Post is a big, big newspaper. It's been out since the 1870s. We're going to keep saying this until we drill this to everybody's mind, but we cannot verify this information. But if you want to read this story, I'll go ahead and give you the website.
It's an interesting story.
It's www.huffingtonpost.co.uk/FEARGHAS/Kelly KELLY/the Queen disbands the monarchy. So that's that. In a nutshell, you can find this on the internet. So we're not feeding you a bunch of baloney. This was actually published. But
in 2015.
In 2015. Why are we bringing this up so late, you ask? Well, we're not going to stand for the mainstream media publishing false information. That the American people will not stand for that, and that's why we're doing this. So, there you go. So I'm going to go ahead.
Plus, the royal family is one of my favorite families in the world.
Yeah.
Also, there's a story published, should the UK disband the royal family? And I don't think they should. They have been a standing tradition for centuries. And England, the English people, I don't think, first of all, would stand for it. And England's economy, I really don't think, could handle that, because a lot of people travel to England just to see the Queen and to see all the pompous that they do. Pomp and circumstance, to see the parades, to see the Queen wave, to see Prince William and Kate. I mean, if they disbanded the royal family, I think their economy would go down the tubes.
Yes. Now, Amnesty International has praised this decision. And guess what? They're calling it a new dawn for democracy.
I like that went over well over here.
So, yeah.
Big Daddy B and I talk about this all the time. And I actually believe we should have lost the Revolutionary War, because then we'd still be part of England. We might not have a president, but we'd sure have a badly dressed queen. Anyway.
Now, many public figures are angry about this, I'll tell you that. They are very angry that knighthoods would be revoked. Anyone that has been knighted, that privilege will be revoked.
Yes, I hadn't thought about that.
So...
Ooh, one of our own would be very upset that has been knighted.
Paul McCartney is a knighthood. This is what he had to say about it. This is a quote from Paul McCartney. "I can't believe this has happened." This is what he shouted at behind his own mansion. "I'm going to have to get new business cards printed now." He can no longer say,
And what about
Sir Paul McCartney.
And what about